Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to UFRL Formula One Racing, where we are back with the Tier 3 race around Australia. Our mystery track today has ended up being Australia, and it is going to be hopefully a good race today. Now, we only have 10 drivers today. 2 Alpines of Priv Widget and DD Friend. We've got the Mercedes of William back in the race, ready to go. We have Cinders in the Ferrari, Kesenator in the Kick Sauber, Shazam in the RB, Cowley in the Williams, Stone Cold in the McLaren, Iceman in the Aston Martin, and Jack Amos, I'm going to call him Jack, in the Haas. I'm pretty sure we had more drivers than that. I am not sure where they have disappeared to, but we will be keeping an eye on that. We'll see if nobody is going out yet. Could it be that they are setting up for the race that could potentially be raining? Who knows? We'll have to see on that one, but welcome back to the stream, everybody. We do apologise for how awkward that it was setting it up and that with the wheel and that. Unfortunately, my thing doesn't allow me to have the wheel, but we'll see. Now, we'll just see who is out on track. And it looks like Priv Widget is going to be the first one out on track right now. And he's hoping to get ready to go. Nobody else is even following him out yet. Very interesting between the Tier 3 drivers. Normally, I feel like they would be out by now. But we will see. 4 DRS zones around this Australian track with this long straight now, as part of the new, it's not new layout anymore, is it? But I'm still going to call it a new layout compared to the others. Very easy to maybe have a slide out of there, so got to be careful, especially going on the curbs, as Priv Widget is still the only person on track. I wonder if there is going to be rain. It's looking a bit cloudy around here, but potentially is a chance for rain. And we are hoping to see it. We're hoping it's all close today. Tier 3 has been pretty close this season, but he's went on an outlap and came back in. Is he serving an engine penalty? I do not know, because I currently do not have the list with me. I would love that. But nobody's out. This is very strange. We normally have so many people out rushing out into the race right now, and there's just no one. This is such a strange thing, and he has retired. So this is I've not experienced this before. Is everybody just deciding to stay? What's going on? Oh, we finally have Jack out into the pits. Now, here we go. Jack out. I believe this is his first race with us. So hopefully it's going to be a good one. I do apologise for the silence. I'm flabbergasted at why nobody's coming out. Oh, they're all coming out now to get their laps in. But that was way too long. Way too long. For people to just not come out to do their laps. I never normally see that. Especially in Tier 3. They're normally out there straight away. Could be very, very interesting then. But we will see. Jack, we will see what his Tier 3 pace is like then. And hopefully will be a good around here. Could he be battling with the top guys in this race today? Or will he be at the back battling alongside some other drivers? It's going to be interesting. It's always good to see new people in the league. To see new people get in there. And start racing with us, as it's always exciting to get new faces in. But yes, now we have 5 drivers out there, all starting their laps pretty soon. As here we go, starting our lap. Jack is the first one who's going to be completing a lap around Australia. Hopefully he doesn't mess it up at all by invalidating. Oh my god, I do apologise. I had some Pepsi Max before this. Into the first corner he goes through there, trying to make sure he gets on that curb nicely without invalidating the lap. He's only on medium track, medium ERS mode. So is not using all the potential ERS he could be using on this lap. Very interesting from the driver indeed. But here we go, the Haas driver going through it, sector 1 now, turn into sector 2. This quick right-hander, hopefully not spinning out too much, around that curb, and then opening up the DRS further along this straight, going into the third straight. Oh my god, the third DRS zone. My apologies. And going through here then, and maybe they're stuck. Why is he only on 11%? He must be using a lot of ERS. Yes, he's using overtake a lot into the then third sector. This corner section, trying to make sure that he is not having it. Oh, and there's the spin that always happens when you ride that curb too much, as I was about to say before he did it himself. Going through these final corners now, opening the DRS, making sure he gets up to line. What is it going to be? And there is Warner. I knew we had a name missing. Hopefully he's able to select a car, although he might be a bit screwed until the race. Keselinator now, and he sort of goes wide, and unfortunately that is the end of Keselinator's lap there. Shazam is now coming through this track into the DRS zone now, opening up and getting up to the line. What is it going to be from the RB? It is a 118.5, just behind Jack. And it is only so close between them. Who is going to be the next one crossing line? Stone Cold. It was a 119.8. There's a Mercedes in the background. Will is now crossing line. Good old Williams is now going to be crossing line. Make sure he gets his lap in. Cowley in the Williams. A new Williams driver to bring in the points today. What is his pace going to be like? Let's hope it is good from him, as I'm obviously not biased as a Williams driver. Here we go then, through these final corners. What is it going to be? Getting through these corners smoothly. Hopefully not having a half spin like I usually do. Right in that curb. Nicely there. Opening up the DRS and up to the line. What is it going to be? A 120.3. Hoping to improve on that, I am sure. Getting close to the front, but he will have to charge his ERS and get through the rest of the lap. Cinders is going to be the next driver, and Warner has been able to get in. Luckily now has joined his Kick Sauber teammate and is going to start this race. 11 drivers now in the qualified session. Cinders fastest, a 118.3. Then we have DD Friend 118.4, gets ahead of Jack. William is half spinning. He has ghosted and will have to potentially go again for another lap. Are any drivers on more laps? It doesn't look like Stone Cold is. It looks like he's about to pit because of his his fuel. So Will is going up to line. He is finishing this lap. But it is not going to be a good one. He's going to have to try and improve best he can. Just save as much battery as possible if he can do another lap around this track now. Here we go then. Shazam is using his ERS. Is he potentially going for another lap? He is improving on his time. Can he improve more to get ahead on those same tyres? He hasn't saved up as much ERS as I think he would have liked, but he is going for it. There we go, opening the DRS through this second sector. Now going through these fast left-right-hander to make sure he's still up on his time technically, and now is in sector 3, opening up the DRS on this second last DRS zone before the final straight, and is getting through these corners, making sure he rides that curb nicely, not half spinning there. Make sure not to touch this inside curb, as it does kill people off. There we go, getting through there nicely. Penultimate corner now, just making sure to try and get on the throttle smoothly, and then get up into the DRS zone of the final straight. Having a little bit of a slip there, but it looks like he will be improving. What does he improve to? P2 with a 118.4, just ahead of the Alpine of DD Fred. As William is improving on this lap, potentially. No, he's had another mistake, I believe, as it looks like he is going to improve, but not on this lap. No, he doesn't actually. 9/10 down, but it looks like this is actually going to be his starting lap. This might be able to get something done. So we'll actually stay on board with William to see if he can do anything with that Mercedes. Alright, Matthias, good to see you on the streamers. There's a McLaren just off track. Maybe a little bit of distraction for the Mercedes driver, but he looks like he's just trying to get through there as best as possible. He's currently 3/10 down on his time, but maybe he had a good first sector. Going through the here now, opening up the ARS, you burning as much as possible to gain that extra time through this then DRS straight up to the second sector split, and he is improving. There it is, half a tenth up and through these corners, right in that curve so closely to the line, and is making sure not to invalidate there as he opens up the DRS at the third sector and gets through these corners to make sure he not have a half slip. He looks like he cuts that pretty nicely there. Through then, this final right-hander does not spin there, gets up to the curb, goes through the penultimate corner, and making sure not to have a half spin with the throttle. Going through here now, rides that curb pretty nicely, opens up DRS, uses as much ERS as possible. What is it going to be from William? P5 with a 118.8 gets ahead of Stone Cold and Cowley. Warner is now going to be the next driver coming across the line. Is he going to be able to put a good lap in, or is this going to be his next? No, it looks like this lap is going to be the lap that he's going to be able to do something. Kesenator though, what is it going to be for him getting through these penultimate final corners? Up to the line now with the DRS open. Ooh, cutting it so close there to the curb. What is it going to be from the Kicksauber P7 with a 119.9? Cowley and his teammate behind him, Priv Widget, is going to have to try and get through these drivers as best as he can. Here we go then, we'll stay on board with who is the furthest through. It looks like it's going to be Stone Cold is going to be your next driver, improving 3/10 up already. He's so low on ERS, but he is improving on his time, just slightly low, and again riding up so close to the curb, and getting through here as much as possible without invalidating through these corners now. Make sure you get on the throttle smoothly, going around this right-hander, not touching that inside curb, and not half spinning, riding that curb, pushing to the limit is the McLaren, and going through the final corners now. Up to the DRS, again opening it up. Opened it up a little bit late there than I think I was expecting. And up to line, what's it going to be? Looks like he's sliding about a bit, and he does improve, but does not improve on his position. Stays in P6. It looks like then Warner is the next person across the line. He is improving by a lot, and he goes P5, dethroning Williams from there, and gets a 118.7, just 2/10 behind the Haas driver. It's not as close in tier 3 as I usually would expect from all these drivers. Kesenator is into the pits. Cowley is going to be your next driver, and the Williams, seeing if he can improve on this lap. He potentially might just be saving ERS though, to get through to another lap. Welcome everybody to the stream. Oh, he's touched the curb there, and that has unfortunately probably put a dent in his lap time. Looks like he's going to try and finish the lap, but that is not going to be helping him out. And riding the curb a bit too much there, does not invalidate, but looks like he's not going to be improving much. He does improve by 7/10, gets ahead of Kesenator, but stays down there in P8. So it looks like most of these drivers have pitted now and going to be onto new sets of tyres potentially, to try and put in some better laps to challenge Cinders, who is currently sitting comfortably 1/10 ahead of Shazam and DD Friend. Jack though, in that Haas, is showing some decent pace around Australia right now in this tier 3 race. So it has been a good debut so far, and Iceman doing his usual thing of staying in the garage and not coming out, as he wants to pretty much, I think, stay last, from what I know, to be able to just come from the back, see what his pace is like against the others. I think I've seen that a few times now in tier 3. But anyways, the Williams now, 4 minutes left in the session. Is the Williams trying to improve on this lap? He is low on fuel, so I don't think he is trying to improve on this lap. But he is into the pits now. There is a Mercedes of William out there, potentially doing 1 or 2 laps, to be able to get a good time in. We will stay on board then with William, as DD Friend is also out now, and looks like the McLaren is also coming out. All getting on to their final laps to make sure they get some decent enough lap times, getting them in as best as they can to challenge for pole position. Making sure you get them tyres warmed up is the Mercedes though. is he able to get anywhere through close to the top 5 today? He's shown some better pace than he has in his previous race. But is it going to be enough? And again, I do apologise. I really shouldn't have drank so much pop before this race. I hate going silent. I want to keep commentating so you're all engaging. But it is pretty difficult, I must say, to keep going. But here we go then. The Mercedes starting his lap, using as much ERS as possible on this straight to get through this first sector. Getting through there nicely. Looks like it was decent pace there, keeping it on the track as well, and goes to the second DRS straight, opening up the DRS. And what is it going to be through this corner? Getting through there, making sure not to have a slide or slip through here. Looks like it is pretty smooth from the Mercedes. Going through that the next corner now. I really should learn the corner numbers. Up to the first sector, and he's improving by 5/10. Not to jinx or anything, but that is a purple first sector from William. It could be just be the track conditions, but I was not expecting this from the Mercedes driver. Let's see then, William up into the second sector. What's it going to be? Has he got good straight line speed? He's got a purple second sector, and he is flying right now, using that curb as much as possible, not invalidating, and getting up into the next crisscross section. Is it going to be a good time? Make sure not to slide out anywhere. Going through this next sector, 22% left on his ERS, does not spin out, riding the curb as much as possible. Through the final couple of corners now, making sure not to have a slip on them new tyres. The Mercedes is flying then, opening up the ERS and the DRS as much as possible up to line. What's it going to be? 117.8. Williams is ahead 5/10 of the Ferrari. I was not expecting that from the Mercedes driver. What is he doing up there right now, setting that lap time? Let's have a look at Didi Friend then. He could be improving. He is not currently improving because he is not using his ERS. We'll go on board with the McLaren, who looks like he should be setting some good pace right now. Going through this final sector, this could be his last lap, and I'm pretty sure it is last lap because he doesn't have enough time to set another one after this, especially with the ERS that he's got. Up into overtake now. Is it going to be a good lap from the McLaren? Is he going to get pole position? He does not. He finishes P5. He's down there 118.5, just ahead of the Haas driver. Let's see who's going to be the next one. It's going to be Didi Friend's going to be the second next lap, and then it's going to be the Haas, and then the two Kisabas behind them. Oh, Didi Friend have a little bit of slide there, and the Alpine has not started off his lap too well. Is he going to be in the purple first sector? It's not. He's down on his time. There's no way that William is on for pole position right now. This is insane for the Mercedes, and it has got me out of my seat, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my dears. Here we go then, TD Friend through this second sector. He is improving. Purple second sector, 10th and a half up. That first sector might have screwed him up though for his potential pole position. But he is currently needs to be improving by over 6/10 through this last sector to get pole position. He's invalidated. And that is TD Friend qualified over down in P4 with so many drivers behind him, currently trying to improve. Jack is not up on his time, 3/10 down on his time. Who's going to be next? Looks like Warren is trying to improve on his time. Through this final sector now, up to the straight. What is it going to be? Is he going to get anywhere close to pole position? He's second, 118.2. Now Cinders needs to be challenging up there, as we got William Cowley does not improve up down there. Keznit is trying to improve on his lap, but does not. He's not finishing his lap. Stone Cold trying to improve. Ian's not improving either. They all haven't gauged enough time, and Stone Cold is round. Shazam, is he improving? He's not improving. Cinders is the only one who can challenge William for pole position. Is he going to get it done? The Ferrari up to line. Has he got it? Does he deny him? He does not. He does not. William in the Mercedes has got pole position. What is this? Tier 3 at Australia has started off with a bang, as we have William returning in that Mercedes to grab pole position by 600ths of a second. My dears, that is intense. Oh, that has been an amazing qualifying. This is going to be an interesting race. Apparently the McLaren put Keznator off. Get the clips in, everyone, if anything happened. But oh my dears. That has been an interesting qualifying. William on provisional pole. Can he keep it in the race? Let's see, ladies and gentlemen, if he's able to do it. Oh, this has been very, very good. Oh, amazing. Amazing. We now have a 5-minute break and we will be back for some good racing around Australia. I hope you all are going to enjoy. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we should be getting underway any moment soon. Everybody should be starting to ready up, and we are getting this started. It is going to be a very interesting race around Australia. I forget how many laps there actually is around Australia. I believe there's like 36, 28. I'm not actually that too sure. But it is going to be interesting. Let's see, can the Tier 3 drivers keep it clean, or is there going to be carnage into Turn 1? Let's see then. It's going to be an exciting race. Here we go then. 5 red lights around the Australian Grand Prix. It's lights out, and away we go. Does it William get a good start? Why is William at the back in P11, it says? He has ghosted out? That is no, he hasn't left. Oh my god, that is interesting. Cinders is up into P1 then, and it has been an interesting start to this Tier 3 race. Shazam is trying to keep him behind right now. Shazam is trying to keep Warner behind, and Kesnit has fell backwards. So has William. Why does it say he's in P11? He's spun round, and something must have happened. Very interesting start to the Tier 3 race. Here we go then. Cinders trying to defend against the RB right now. Goes into the middle of the track in defensive position and stays ahead. Shazam is trying to chase after him right now. Is he going to be using ERS to get up into that position? He does not. He stays there in P2. Warner on the back of him, P3. Stone Cold having a little look there, but does not get the move done. The Alpine then trying to get ahead of him, but he's staying behind. Priv Widget has went up 6th position, and Stone Cold has made a mistake. So has Priv Widget in the back there. The two drivers that I mentioned have all of a sudden had a little bit of a slip, and that is unfortunately a little bit of a curse on me. As we'll look at the tyres now, the tyres looks like most are on the mediums, except for Cinders, the Ferrari on hard, so he's trying to defend against some faster tyre compounds. DD Friend, he's being challenged by Jack, and Jack looks like on them new tyres, it is getting ahead of the Alpine, but he goes off track, and unfortunately that unsettles the car. And there is contact between DD Friend and Jack, and unfortunately DD Friend has lost his end plate, and he is going to be pretty slow against these other drivers. Cowley now taking that opportunity to try and get ahead of him. And there's a spin at the back. Half spin from Iceman, gliding into the wall. And now and there is contact between Priv Widget and Cowley. And that is not how we wanted to see the debut go. William has now pitted under that virtual safety car, and that is pretty rich for a virtual safety car. I think it's a full safety car. Yep, the safety car is out, and luckily William is ahead of it, so he's going to be able to catch back up to the pack. Our Pulsate is not doing so well right now, but that was an insane lap one. A lot of crazy stuff to happen. Cowley is now out of this race for the Williams driver. And it looks like the battling just got too much. Something happened between him and Priv Widget, I think. And that has unfortunately unsettled the Williams team's race. Cowley qualified, if I have a look at position changes. He qualified in P8 and is currently down in the positions. And that is so unfortunate. Has anybody decided to pit? Pardon me. Some drivers have. Priv Widget is pitted. I believe he has damage. Potentially change of weight. He is out now onto the medium tyres. William is now driving through, trying to catch back up the safety car on them older hards. Despite what it says, it is not. It is not what the Mercedes. It is not the Mercedes, the start he was wanting there. My apologies, as I was just checking on something. The Ferrari then is still in P1, Shazam in P2, Warner is still in P3. The McLaren's in P4, Jack is in P5. William has a 3-second time penalty by trying to catch up to the safety car. Has unfortunately caught that 3 seconds, and now is going to have to battle against it. I believe the safety car should stay out one more lap before coming into the pits. Apparently, Iceman is not too happy with Priv Widget, with the battle and that they were having together. But we will see how the rest of the race goes on. Any instance will have to be reported, obviously, after the race. So everybody can get their conversations and penalties in, etc, etc. But the race still has to go on, and I do apologise, I had that spectator menu up for a bit too long there. But here we go. Can the Ferrari stay ahead on them hard tyres? He still hasn't pitted, so some people behind, let's have a look at pit stops. The 3 at the back have all pitted, and they are the good ones who don't have to pit again, and are going to be on the fresher tyres compared to everyone else. Yes, it is going to be pretty. It looks like it was some close battling at the start there. William is catching up the Mercedes. Luckily didn't DNF. He's just got to calm down on the racing. My guy looking strong in there. The McLaren of King of the Kong complimenting his teammate up in P4. And it is a good position for the McLaren. We'll actually go aboard and check again. He's up 2 positions. So is Shazam. Warner has stayed in P3. Cinders is up 1 place. William had lost his... Oh, apparently William lost his force feedback on his wheel. Potentially that's why he was ghosted at the start, trying to sort that out. And what is happening there? Why is Warner down a place? Now he's back up a place. Strange things happening there. But apparently he lost force feedback on the wheel. Hopefully he has it back. Safety car is in this lap confirmed. But hopefully... Did he get it back, Poop Cannon? Did he get it back? As we would like to see him battling hard to try and get those positions back and get back to where he was. I'll just do some close battling. Let's see when Cinders... The Ferrari is going to go. Is he going to go yet? Is he going to go at the last minute? Again, he can go at the moment. Yes, fingers crossed it stays. So hopefully that force feedback stays and stays good for the Mercedes. Here we go then. When does the Ferrari go? Has he kept a consistent pace? He can go just before the line until it gets up the line. That is allowed. Oh, getting close at the back there between drivers. And Cinders has went. Has he got the jump on Shazam? Looks like he's got a good, decent jump on Shazam there and stays ahead going into turn 1. Looks like the rest of the drivers have kept it clean there. William is trying to run back and get past Iceman there, but he's not close enough currently. There we go then. Shazam on the back Ferrari. The Ferrari is managing to stay ahead. Just recharges the ERS, but Shazam is hounding him down and is so close to him. It looks like it's going to be a possible overtake into this next turn. No, he backs out of it and waits for the next DRS. So unfortunately, DRS is not activated this lap. So is he going to have to just burn ERS, try and get him the Ferrari? Stone Cold is up. Warner might have made a mistake then. Stone Cold is up into P3, the podium positions. And now the Kicksauber has the Haas hounding him behind. Can it do anything? Priv Widget gets past Kezenator up into P7. Oh, there's a little slide there from those at the front. It looks like it was from Stone Cold there, but let's have a look at Jack up the inside of the Kicksauber. Gets it done and gets ahead up into P4. Is a good showing there of his pace. Priv Widget then gets past his teammate Didi Friend and is up into P6. Kezenator now defending against the Aston Martin. William is trying to gain that time back on those other drivers. Here we go then. Ferrari in P1 of Cinders. Shazam P2. Stone Cold in P3. Jack in P4. And then the fastest laps are just going to start coming in as the safety car has ended. And now the DRS is activated. And that's going to help out the RB. Can the RB get anything done now? Can any of the drivers get it done? Didi Friend has lost a second on his teammate, but his teammate Priv Widget, my apologies, has lost 1.3 seconds on Warner. And now he's going to be defending. He's not showing the pace that he needs to be showing to get ahead of any of these drivers. I will actually go and look at the championship standings right now as we are in this race. The Cinders has got to now defend against the RB. Is he going to be able to defend good enough to stay ahead of the Shazam, or is anybody else? Stone Cold losing a bit of time. Then the Jack, the Haas, is right on the back of him. Is he going to get... He looks to the outside, bumps the wall a little bit, and has to back out there as the move just didn't look like on. The door was firmly closed there, but then up into the next area, onto the grass, goes Stone Cold Warrener, span round and takes out Jack. And unfortunately, Jack will have damage, and that's another safety car. That was intense. It looks like Stone Cold had pushed Jack onto the grass there, and then tried to move back up to the racing line, but had it a bit awkward, and then Warrener is just round. And Jack, unfortunately, has damage, and he's going to have to pit to change his wing. Yes, that is unfortunate. Iceman is going to have to do something here. To try and get points. It looks like most people are into the pits there. So actually half the grid is into the pits. William is back up to B5. Shazam has pitted. Stone Cold has pitted. And it has been a pretty bad start, I'd have to say, for Tier 3 here. Unfortunately. And not the kind of racing we needed to see. Jesus, yeah. That is not been the start that we need to see from these Tier 3 drivers. Not the cleanest of racing that we have seen from Tier 3. They have been clean. But it looks like it's just not showing their best side here, the mystery track. And that is intense. The first safety car came out. There was an incident between Cowley and Privilege, I believe, and that's where the first safety car came out, and then the second safety car is because of that incident you just saw right there. Stone Cold Stunner at 200 miles per hour just killed him. He's not even there. Yeah, on the first one track. That was a murder. I have to say that was intense. I felt like I was watching an actual race there. That was just so intense, such an intense crash. Like, I've never seen anything like that on this game of how intense that was. And now Jack is going to have to be fighting back against these drivers. He's going to have to fight Stone Cold here. Shazam is going to have to be attacking the Iceman. Iceman is on the back of William, and the Iceman is deciding pit. He wants the freshest tyres and is wanting to go as best as possible. It's a bit slow into the pit. We make sure not to get any penalties. I thought we wouldn't get any pens for this week, and here we are. If it was a widget mistake, isn't there? Race, their first race. For Jack, it is. For Jack, it was their first race, as well as Cowley. Jack was doing pretty decent until the incident that just unfortunately got rid of his wing, but the safety car is going to help him out and hopefully get there. Stone Cold says I got sandwiched there, and get your clips in. That's all I've got to say. Get your clips in. Yeah, it was Warrener's. Was it Warrener's first race? I think it was Warrener's first race. Cowley's first race. It's Jack's first race. So yeah, it's been an intense race for the new drivers. This is not obviously what we want to be showing them of UFRL. As UFRL can be a lot better, but as long as the rest of the race goes okay, I think that'll be fine. These drivers just have to be careful. They just have to be careful. Simple as that. Privilege now is up into P2, pending whatever happens in the steward's room. Yeah, that was intense. I literally, like, no lie, the safety car is in this lap. I literally thought I was watching an actual race, and I thought I just actually watched a murder happen on screen. That terrified me. And it's just a game. I'm just watching F1 24 racing right now. But that was intense. That was intense. This is some intense racing right now. Good for a highlight reel. When is Cinders going to go now? Getting ready. Everybody has to get stuck back in. What happened with Widget? Where did the incident occur? It was back in turn 4? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like turn 6. Turn 6 or 7. Onto that second DRS straight in the second sector. Does Cinders go now? Or does he wait? Looks like he has went now. And he's caught Widget just napping a little bit. And he has went. And he is already 8 tenths ahead. Can he pull out by a second on this lap? Here we go then into the first turn. Does everybody keep it clean? Looks like Kesnet is doing well up in P4 right now. This is not where I expected him to be. He's got William though. Mercedes back on the end of him. Jack is trying to look on the outside. Stone Cold gets the door firmly shut on him and has to concede that place and get back fighting against him, just biding his time as much as possible. Here we go then. We'll go back on board with Priv Widget. Just now 4 tenths behind Cinders. Has caught back up. Easy people still. Yeah, easy people, easy. If anybody's listening. We have 20 laps to go. Still a whole race to go, guys. Let's keep it clean. Here we go then. Jack on the McLaren. Gets ahead cleanly and gets up into P7. Saying, have that. For the crash that early. Oh, having a little bit of half snap though. And could the McLaren be smelling a little bit of blood in the water there? No, he just stays back there and does not go. He has a little bit of luck, but does not go on the harsh driver. Warner has left the session. Unfortunately, that is not what we want to see. Hope he comes back stronger next week. And obviously, he needs to get his clips in. There we go then. Kesnet has been hounded by the Williams of the Mercedes of William right now, and is William gonna get past? No, he doesn't. Here we go then. We'll go back on board. Priv Widget setting the fastest lap of the race, and he's left his teammate in the dust a little bit, 1 second outside, and does not have the DRS to help him. Kesnet does not have the DRS to help him on this lap. Does William go for the move here? He has a little bit of a look, does not go for it though. Shazam backing out as well, and so does Jack. Those drivers are really wanting to get ahead right now of Kesnet to get some moves done, but Jack is not waiting for any person. He gets ahead of Shazam. I unfortunately didn't see the move, and gets up to P6, and he's now going to be chasing after the 2 drivers ahead of him. Here we go then. It is going to be very, very good. The Mercedes now going to open the DRS. He's got a Haas right on the back of him, but he goes around the outside of Kesnet. So much overspeed. Starts saving the DRS and gets up into P5. Kesnet right on the back of him there, but does not get it done. Here we, and then we have a look. The Alpine of DD Friend is right on the back of Priv Widget. William trying to stay ahead. Does not stay ahead, and oh, there's a little bit of clashing between Kesnet and Jack there. Jack trying to get up ahead, backs out of the move there, and he now has Shazam pressuring him from behind now. Can William catch back up to those ahead? 1.1 seconds away. Looks like he is going to be catching up just a little bit. He's shown some good pace today. Let's see then. Jack, is he going to be going for a move here? He does not. Does Priv Widget? No, he's too far back. DD Friend is still in that DRS, but now William is starting to catch back up. He does not get the DRS on that lap. Does Kesnet go for it? No, but Jack is trying to go up the inside of Kesnet. Does he get the move done up the inside? Staying on the inside. Kesnet goes a bit too far out wide there, and the Haas gets cleanly up into P5 behind the Mercedes now, and he's trying to get close to the Mercedes. 3 second goes to Shazam. He's right on the back of Mercedes, setting the fastest first sector, and he is going to pressure him without the DRS. There might not be nothing the Mercedes can do. If they work together though, they might be able to get ahead. Shazam goes for the move on Kesnet up the inside, but I want to stay on board with the Haas driver who goes up the inside of William. William leaves enough space, and the Haas is up into P4. Hopefully William can stay with him. If Jack is faster, then he might as well use Jack's pace to be able to get up to the next set of drivers. As there was a move for the lead. I'm so sorry I missed that. Priv Widget is now your net race leader. We will have a look at pit stops. He has stopped, so he is your net race leader. Cinders has still not topped, stopped, sorry, and the mediums are currently doing Priv Widget a favour, and he sets the fastest lap of the race, but Jack is setting the fastest lap of the race there, and he is ahead of William, and he is chasing after DD Friend. Cinders though has DRS. Does he go for the move? The Ferrari? No, the Alpine is even in DRS though, but goes defensive, and Cinders has to bide his time. Looks like he isn't by this time though. Has a little sniff at the Alpine up the inside as he makes a mistake, but Priv Widget manages to stay ahead, but a bit slow out of that corner. Contact at the back. The Haas and DD Friend are around, and that's another safety car. It looks like everybody was just a bit slow out of that turn, and unfortunately caught DD Friend and Jack a bit out, and that caused a collision between them. William is now back up to P3. It looks like most of the drivers can be able to pit now. Jack's first 2 races almost got wiped out. Not a subtle introduction. Yeah, unfortunately. Yeah, it is kind of insane what is going on right now. This is not this is not clean racing. It's dramatic, and we are loving this for the drama that's going on. But for the actual seeing the drivers have competitive racing, this is not what we are wanting to see. But Jesus Christ, stewards going to be busy. Yes, they are. The stewards are going to have a field day today with all the incidents that are taking place. But I think this is the opportunity for the Ferrari to pit. Why is he's into the pit? So is William. They're into the pits right now. Get the freshest rubber on as they can. Will the mediums take them to the end? Priv Widget on their mediums though has stayed out. Is he going to be able to go for a move there? And get those mediums towards the end. Shazam has stayed out. So Stone Cold and Iceman, they are going to be battling. There we go, the mediums on to the Alpine of DD Friend Kezineta. Changing wing, Jack. Oh, sorry, no, Jack is the one changing wing again for the second time this race. And he's onto the mediums. All these from P5 downwards are onto the mediums. And they are going to be hounding at the heels of the top four right now. Oh, this has been a pretty dramatic race. This has been insane. Yeah, tier 3 is normally so good for clean racing, clean, consistent racing between each other, and it's just not showing it today. Mystery Track has not done it well for these drivers. Oh. But yeah, it has been a very intense first race back. For intense Australia Mystery Grand Prix race. And I'm just going to top up my water quickly so I can, because my throat is starting to kill me of all the drama that's going on between all these drivers. It's been so intense. Everybody's going to need a lawyer at this rate to just lawyer up and have their cases just set and ready to go. This has been intense. F1 MMA, says Kingy the Kong. Sorry, Yog, it's not Kingy the Kong. Oh my god. My brain is not working today, I do apologise. Yeah, as Yog says, F1 MMA has been some hard fighting. Hard fighting. Well, not even fighting, hard crashes. Sorry. And it's been brutal as DD Friend is into the pits. What is he pitting for? He's pitting for a new wing. Why is he pitted for a new wing? Very interesting indeed. Very interesting. But everybody has stopped now. Everybody has stopped. So they can all go to the can. Kingy the Kong, yeah. Are we racing or ping pong? Says UFRL Grand, definitely ping pong. Yog says King of the Kong hat, I know. Silky Steven says, you sure you're not commentating on an open lobby? At this rate, I don't know. But this is not what I usually see from my tier 3 races. They normally do me so well for good racing that I can commentate on. But this is not what it's been this week. It's been just crazy. It's been insane. But I hope you're all enjoying the stream anyways. No matter what, please like the stream. Well, you can't like the stream, can you? It's not YouTube. As the safety car is in this lap, please everyone join the Discord if you are new. UFRL Formula 1 Race League Racing Tier 1 on Mondays, Tier 2 Tuesdays, Tier 3 Wednesdays, as you can tell, but normally better standards than this. 100% on Fridays and international tier on Saturdays. And please do come along, just join if you can, and get racing with us. But here we go then. All the drivers. When is Priv Widget going to set off? Iceman, Stone Cold, Shazam have got some fast, medium tyres behind them that they are going to have to worry about. Has Privilege went, oh, done a little bit of a slide through there, as I think he's trying to go now, as he caught Shazam a little bit napping there, and he has 1.2 seconds away now. Is he from the RB? The Stone Cold is on the back of him there. It looks like Kesnator was sleeping a little bit, and Jack and DD Friend are going to have to try and get past the Kick Sauber to get up ahead. Here we go then, Iceman. He looks like he's the closest. He's going to look for a move on Stone Cold. Does not go for the move. And now look at how much Cinders and William are gaining on those ahead on them new tyres. As Jack and that are right on the back of Kesnator. Be careful, lads. Please do not go for silly moves. And please do not crash into each other. That is not what we're wanting. Didn't realise you would scream trial lobbies now. As here we go then. Jack is ahead of Kesnator. Kesnator have a little bit of a slip and slide there. As D Fred's trying to get past him. Kesnator is trying to come back at the Haas driver. He's up the outside, goes back the inside, but does not get past the Haas driver, but does defend against DD Friend. Is he going to try and go against the Haas right now? Looks like he used a lot of ERS, has a little bit of a look at late brakes, cuts the curb, and that is just some late braking by Kesnator there, and unfortunately has damage. And I think that was just a mistake from Kesnator, and now he's going to have to be careful of those behind. Shazam having Stone Cold hounding the back of him right now. Here we go. Yeah, Stone Cold right on the back of Shazam. Iceman is trying to defend against Cinders, but with a DRS, is it going to happen? Is he going to be able to defend against the Ferrari on those fresher tyres? Looks like he is for now. Jack is already on the back of the Mercedes driver, as there is 13 laps to go in this race, just over halfway. William now trying to get on the back of the Ferrari, saying, come on, hurry up, we have time to go. Jack has 3 seconds, and Priv Widget has spun out. He has spun out back there, as he was 1.1 seconds ahead. So I don't think there was a crash. But he has spun out. Cinders is right on the back of Iceman. Gets the move done. Does he get past Stone Cold as well? 2 moves for the price of 1. Up ahead. And he does. Up into P2. He's now challenging for P1. William on the back of the Aston Martin. Around the outside he goes. Does he get the move done? He's around the outside into this next corner. Does he keep the move clean? He keeps around the outside. He does keep it clean. Does he get ahead of the Aston Martin? The Aston Martin's still there, but he goes around the outside cleanly. Jack is now pressuring Iceman. Oh, a little bit of bump in there. And unfortunately, Iceman has had to back out there. And Jack is up into P5. Iceman now, Shazam is being pressured by Cinders. Cinders is going to have to try and get past him. Looks like he doesn't go past him there. These new medium tyres are doing well for these next drivers. However, William has got to be hounding the next couple and will have to try and start pulling away with those 3-second penalties. Is not going to be helping them trying to win this race. Shazam going a bit deep there. Unfortunately, the Ferrari does not be able to capitalise on it. However, he might be able to capitalise on the next lap. Let's see how this is going to go for the RB. The RB has... going through this corner, he's still there, but he has lost out 2.5 seconds. Sorry, 2.5 tenths, 2 tenths, and right on the inside, turn to the outside, goes the Ferrari, and he gets the move done easily. Stone Cold being hounded now by the Mercedes. The Mercedes trying to go around the outside on them new tyres, but does not go for it. Stone Cold having a look up the inside of the RB, but does not go for the move either. The Mercedes right on the back of the McLaren, and the McLaren does not get the move done. Then comes Jack out of nowhere up the inside of the McLaren. Does Jack get the move done? He's still at the inside. No, he doesn't. He's not able to get the move done. William has lost out there after he looked like he was strong for a move. But the Haas now is now right on the back of the McLaren and hopefully can get past him soon, as Shazam has lost out the time as Cinders. And now Cinders is going to start pulling away. Let's see, Stone Cold. Is he going to get the move done on RB? He's on the DRS, he's skinning up the inside, he's having a look, but does not go for the move, and now that has compromised his exit out of there. Does the Haas of Jack get up ahead now? He gets ahead of the McLaren. Does he get on the inside with the RB? Has a little look, tries to send a lunge, but does not get his car alongside enough to get there, but does get up into P3 ahead of the McLaren and is right on the back of the RB and is probably going to be handling them on them new tyres. William now trying to have a look on the outside and inside the McLaren. Oh, a little bit of maybe a touch back there, but DD Friend has unfortunately made a little bit of a mistake. being a bit close there. It's not went well. William trying to have a look around the outside, just trying to find a way past the McLaren. Jack is up ahead of the RB. Around the outside goes William, and he's up into P4 Stone Cold, and is now heading on Shazam. Gins nice speed out of there, opening the DRS. Is he able to get the move done? He has to follow him through to get followed the Haas through. Round the outside he goes. Does he stick the move? And oh, unfortunately just has to back out there. And unfortunately the McLaren, something's happened to the McLaren back there. He spun out as well. The Haas is the hard tyres on these cars aren't doing these drivers any good. The Mercedes of William is right on the back of Shazam. Is he going to get the move done here? Looks like he is going to get the move done here. Just having to try and gain in the slipstream, go up the inside. No, he backs out here. Does not want to go for the move here. Wants to gain time out of this corner and go for the move. Jack is now trying to chase after Cinders, that Ferrari, as William is just staying behind him. Oh, having a little bit of an early break there, as I think he just wants to back out of that move and not go for it yet. He's just trying to bide his time against Shazam. DD Friend is right on the back of the Mercedes as well. As I do apologize for my burps and everything. It's been an eventful day, and this race has been pretty eventful as well. The Mercedes now having a look up the inside, now the outside. Oh, the TD Friend is trying to go around the outside of the Mercedes. He does. He goes around the outside of the Mercedes and Shazam and gets him to P3. William cannot just find his way past the RB. The RB is trying to stay on the back of the Alpine right now. Does he go for a move? He does not go for a move. William needs to really get past these drivers here. He needs to get past Shazam to be able to get ahead and follow these drivers through, but he's just not able to do that right now. He's just buying his time, I think, a bit too much, and it is screwing over his race. DD Friend is trying to follow now and catch back up to Jack. Jack is trying to catch back up. He's just maintaining the distance to Cinders, but he's not gaining time on him. Shazam is now got the McLaren to, the Mercedes to worry about. William does not go for the move there, but he is on the back of the Alpine still, and now the DRS is helping him, but he has a slide, and there goes William right on through. And now he's chasing after the Alpine. Can he stay on board to potentially get a podium? But DD Friend on them newer tyres is going to be pretty set in stone for a podium. But will it be P2 or P3? As Kezinir gets a 3-second time penalty. We'll stay on board with William though as this goes through. On to the next DRS straight. Is the Mercedes close enough on this lap to be able to get DD Friend? It doesn't look like he's close enough this time. But he is going to be gaining a lot of time here. Oh my days. Here we go. William got to go. Yeah, William. Yeah. As his deck, I'd be scared to go for any move at this point in this race. And I would be as well, as Jack has fallen back. Why has Jack all of a sudden fallen back? He must have made a mistake, and I must have missed that just by reading that comment there. And I do apologise for missing that. But now it is a four-way battle for four-way battle for P2. But with them time penalties, it is three-way battle for P3 unless Iceman can catch back up, and it's going to be a four-car battle for P3. But if William stays on the back of the Alpine here, the Alpine showing some decent pace, but Cinders is just leading ahead right now. And is currently looking set in stone to win this race with 8 laps to go. My apologies. And yeah, it's just been a very interesting is a light word for it. Interesting word for it. And here we go then. Will William get up ahead of the Alpine, or is he going to stay behind? He's a lot closer on this lap, I think. It looks like he's opening the ERS to just gain time on the Alpine. Does he go for a move now? Opens the DRS. He's gaining. Does he get enough? Looks up the inside. Does he go for a move? He does go for a move and gets up ahead of DD Friend. And now he has a good, decent exit, and he does get the DRS compared to the Alpine. And he is up into P2. Can he pull away whatsoever to get past to get ahead of the drivers? Luckily, he does now have a stop between Shazam and Jack, so he does potentially have P3 secure if those drivers don't go for a move on DD Friend behind him. Shazam just riding the curb a little bit too much there, and William got a good exit out of there. DD Friend did not get a good exit out of there. Can William pull away at all? Can he gain any time to Cinders? In the gravel at the chicane, says says, "Oh my god, I do apologize, Ardell. I think your name is your username is not the same as your the trial name, but." Welcome again to the UFRL Tier 3 streams. I do apologise, it's normally cleaner racing than this. But I think you're talking about Jack's race currently and how that is going. But he is right on the back of Shazam. Them newer tyres has to get him past the RB at some point. He was running up in P2 and it was a secure P3 at the least. But unfortunately, that mistake has brought back. Yes, I'm Ardell. Nice to meet you, Ardell. Look, I'm so glad you could join us for the stream. As DD Friend goes up the inside on the Mercedes, he get it done cleanly? And it looks like the Mercedes just backs out, and now he's back where he started. And the Alpine of DD Friend gets a good exit there. And Shazam is trying to chase after him. He's holding on well for them 15-lap-old hard tyres. But he is not doing enough to get past. Unless William, he's right there all of a sudden on the back of the Mercedes. Did the Mercedes make a mistake, or was it just a bit too slow there? As Jack is falling back a bit, it looks like he's just starting to slide. Them tyres are maybe potentially starting to give up now, but William is still on the back of the Alpine and is doing enough to keep his podium position right now. It's a good recovery drive from him after having no force feedback at the start of this race. 6 laps to go. Let's hope it stays like this. But with some good balance, Shazam gets a good run on the Mercedes though. Has a little look up the inside. The William looks like he just wants to defend a little bit there and stays ahead. Shazam just backs out of the move and does not decide to go for it. Oh, this has been intense racing. Intense. It looks like Shazam has a little bit of a mistake there. It looks like Willie had a little bit of a mistake. And now he's lost the DRS to DD Friend. Has he fully lost it? Or is he able to just get it back by using some ERS? Does he get it back? He does not get it back, but he is gaining some time. So potentially he will get the DRS on the next straight. But that might lead to a 3-way battle between all these drivers for P3. They keep battling. They might bring Iceman back into this race. Priv Widget is trying to gain some time back there. He's down in P9. Just in there. Ooh, Shazam having a little look on the inside of William. I think he wasn't expecting William to break that earlier. Now Jack goes up the inside of the RB. Does he get the move done? Does he keep it? He's still around the outside, trying to keep one wheel in. Having a little bit of a bang of wheels there at the back. Has a little bit of slide, but does not get the move done. Does the RB now have to defend against the Haas as William looks at the inside of DD Friend? He goes for the move there, gets it cleanly done. They just DRS swap there, and now he is up into P2. Again, though, with those time penalties, unless DD Friend will get a time penalty. But here we go. The RB is now looking up the outside of the Alpine. Does he get the move done here? The hard tyres are a lot older, but potentially they have hit the same cliff. Still side by side. Oh, a little bit of a slide from Jack there. Was there a little bit of contact? And that's another 3 seconds from Jack there, unfortunately. And he is not going to be able to secure that podium. And he's now going to have to be fighting for P6 with those time penalties as Iceman is caught back up to in those 3 seconds. That is not what we wanted to see. Maybe there was a little bit of contact, and unfortunately that might have just had him had a little bit of a accident. As yeah, I know what I'm doing. Thank you, Ardell. Unfortunately, they don't work the sound alerts on when I am streaming because I do not have all the fancy equipment. I literally just stream on Mac. So as Priv Widget gets a 3 seconds now as he is battling Keznator. And we'll have a look. Does he get any of the moves done on Keznator? We will stay on board to see this. Keznator now trying to defend against him is clearly ahead, but has a little bit of a slide through there as those medium 3 seconds. Another 3 second goes Keznator. And now it is a move being made for P3 now. Shazam is ahead of DD Friend. Are them medium tyres giving up? Are they giving up? Could it be William pulling away? He's gained on time on Cinders actually. 4 laps to go. I don't think he's going to be able to gain 1 second. Ferrari is looking good. I don't think he's going to be able to gain 1 second per lap on the Cinders here. But he's shown some decent pace just by catching up here. But can Shazam stay with him now? Or is DD Friend going to try? Are they going to keep DRS swapping to gain time on these drivers? Here we go then. Let's see. Is Alpine going for a move there? Jack has caught back up already though. As it doesn't look like he's got any damage from that mistake earlier. As DD Friend does go for a move. They are side by side in that corner, and that's unfortunately left Shazam compromised. And now, under pressure, is DD Friend from Jack. Jack up the inside. Does he get the move done? He tries to have a little look up there, but DD Friend stays ahead. And now that it looks like this battle's going to help William secure a P2 if they keep battling like this. The Hearse is hounding the Alpine of DD Friend. Privilege now gets past Kesenator and is up into P8. But Kesenator is trying to come back at him. Looks like the mediums are still battling them hard, but their mediums might be starting to give up pretty much soon. As here we go, Jack is on the inside. DD Friend gets the move done. DD Friend is compromised. Is Shazam going to go for a move here? Looks like he's trying to gain time using ERS to get ahead of the Alpine. Up the inside it goes, have a little bit of a battle, making sure not to collide with each other. We've had too many accidents on this race. Backing out does Shazam, and he's down still in P5, and DD Friend is losing out time to the Haas. Can he stay within that 3 seconds of the Haas? Within the DRS of the Haas, within that 1 second, or is he not going to be able to do that? William then is not getting enough time on Cinders to challenge him for anything. The Cinders has just been sitting pretty relaxing, but here we go there. DD Friend has now gained on the Haas. Does he have to defend against Shazam? It looks like it was close there. Has a little bit of a slide through there. Shazam is right on the back of him now. Does Shazam get in front? And no, what's happened to DD Friend? Did he make a mistake? It looks like he went on the grass a bit too much there. And unfortunately, DD Friend is now having to try and gain the time back on Shazam. Shazam leads the space. Up the inside though still is Shazam. Does he get enough time? He has a little bit of a slide through there, I think. As then it turns the inside for DD Friend. DD Friend still on side by side they go. Are they still on the back of Jack? This is the important question, as this might be losing Shazam a potential podium against DD Friend. Shazam stays ahead on them older hard tyres. But DD Friend still has not got a time penalty, and they have the 1.6 seconds away from Jack now. It looks like William has secured himself a P2. William will soon be in Tier 2. Another race, Max thinks Drac. Finally some great racing. Yeah, it's been some good racing at the end here. A bit too little too late, I think, though. But it has been some good racing. William, though, gets another 3 seconds. And these three at the front get 6 seconds. DD Friend, is he close enough? We'll look on board, actually, at the leader. Let's see. DD Friend, 4 seconds. He is just ahead of DD Friend, but DD Friend needs to get within 10 seconds, of the leader to be able to have enough time on William. But with that 6 seconds, it's going to be a close one, I think. If they keep battling the Willy dude, William's going to be able to get away. But it is going to come down to penalties this track, unfortunately. As Shazam is losing out time to DD Friend. William is going to have to try and drive his absolute heart out right now to be able to gain that time, as he is only 6.1 seconds back ahead of DD Friend. DD Friend can still secure P2 in these last laps, because he needs consistently 6 seconds, and he just doesn't have that right now. But Jack is starting to lose time to William, but the battling between DD Friend and Jack might secure William P2, but he's got to do some great battling here. Cinders has done a tremendous job of this race. Consistent, has been consistent, good pace, and has just kept it out of trouble. Hopefully, I haven't put the commentator's constant on him, and he isn't going to spin out this last lap. Currently, William is securing a P2. As Jack is losing time. DD Friend is losing time. He's not getting enough time on the Haas here to be able to get close enough to William to secure a P2. He is just too far back right now. 6.5 seconds. So as long as William doesn't have a mistake on this final lap, he's secured P2 as a mistake from the Alpine there. Stone Cold's retired. Has he just binned it himself? We'll go on board with Priv Widget. Let's see. He has. He's just spun out himself. And he has DNF'd in the wall. Unfortunately, that means the McLaren team is out this race. And they are not getting any points on those ahead. And look now. 6.9 seconds. Does DD Friend have time? Oh, I'm so sorry, Stone Cold, for binning it. I hope that everything is okay. Make sure any instance you have, get him in. But you were showing some decent pace at the start there, Stone Cold. But Didi Friend has not gained enough time on William, and William, after no force feedback at the start of this race, looks like he's securing P2 after a tremendous comeback drive. Here we go then. Here we go. Cinders is going through the final sector now. What's happened here? Looks like Jack has made a mistake, and Didi Friend, he might still get it here. Only 6 seconds away from William. Is he going to gain it? Is he going to gain the time against William? He has a little mistake there. That's not going to help his case. Any more mistakes, and William has secured it. But he is 6.1 seconds away. He can gain on this last straight. William has to just use his DRS. Cinders is your race winner. William comes home in P2. 6.6 seconds. They battle through the last corner. And unfortunately, Dean Friend has made a mistake. And he has dropped down to P3. Oh my god, that is an intense race. Jack has been relegated to P4. Shazam is in P5. Iceman comes home in P6. Privilege, after so many mistakes at the start, comes home in P7. And Kesonator in P8. Cinders, round of applause for keeping it out the barriers. Having great pace and just doing a tremendous job. Oh my days. That has been an intense race. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for joining UFRL today. I am so sorry that the racing wasn't as clean as I think we were hoping it and wanting it to be, but it has been a dramatic race, I will say that. Thank you all so much for joining this UFRL Tier 3 Mystery Grand Prix. I hope you all have enjoyed the commentating, and I will see you later. Fastest lap goes to Jack, and I will see you all next time. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you all later.